Hey guys, this is Bri of Brilicious Stitches. Welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Vlogmas if you've been following along. So today I just want to give a couple of gifts that I would like as a crocheter that I don't already have. Just my personal list in case anybody that cares would like to know. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna be crocheting this hat because I need to be crocheting this hat for an order, and I didn't want to do a whole vlog starting with this because I'm sure we're tired of talking about this dang on hat. So let's kick this off. The first thing on my list is the number one thing I think on my list would be fire hooks. They are inline hooks. They are resin made, I believe, and they're on Etsy, and they also have a website, but I would love to get me an fire hook or two or three or a set. Specifically right now, they have pre-orders for the spring magnolia hooks, and I'm gonna insert some pictures. Future me will insert some pictures, so I will put that specific hook up, but I think it's gorgeous, and my color of the year next year is within. So I think it's a perfect time for that because that's what I was searching for when I found it. They have some other ones that I have on my wish list, birthstone ones and all other types, but they have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hooks. So if I wanted to spend a little bit more money on a hook, that's what I would go for. I've never really splurged on a crochet hook, so if I was going to, I would start there. The next thing on my list are prim crochet hooks because I do prefer plastic, but the ones that I do like, these crochet hooks are my absolute favorite crochet hooks. I got them off of Shein or Temu, but they are on Amazon, and they're my absolute favorite, but they only go up to a size 6. Sometimes I need a bigger hook. And prim is plastic and inline, which are both my preference, and they go up to bigger sizes. So I would like to try them for all the sizes. They have a whole set. They have a set with the smaller sizes, a set with the bigger sizes, and they come individually. But my favorite crochet hook size is between a 5 or a 5.5 now. Sometimes I go smaller, but not often. Not often do I go smaller. So it's not necessary, but sometimes I do need a bigger hook. The next thing on my list is a yarn spinner, specifically one that looks like the monstera leaf yarn spinner or one that's like the lily pad. I know they have circles, I know they have regular like wooden ones, but the monstera leaf one is super super cute. That is one that I would usually do. I am a center puller down, but when they're in cakes, which I generally do now, I think it would make sense for me to outside pull sometimes. And I think it would keep my cakes neater for longer because a lot of times it just kind of starts making the little indent in the middle, and I'll rewind it. So if I'm gonna cake it, it makes sense for me to use a outside pull, and so a yarn spinner would help greatly with that. um so I do want one. I think it would make my life just a little bit easier. I probably could use more than one of them, but I can just start with one of them, and I think that's cute. And I'm gonna put another one up there that I think is cute. The next thing on my list is a blocking board. I do block my squares and some different random things sometimes. Sometimes I do block things. And I usually make a makeshift blocking board out of something, or I press it flat and put something on top of it that's got weight, whatever, whatever, whatever. Because I do wet block, and a blocking board or those foam ones where you can make them bigger, in case you need it, because the smaller blocking boards look like you can just put squares on them. But if I wanted to block something larger, those foam blocking boards that I could just build upon, they look like puzzle pieces, is what I have in my cart for all this time. So I would love that. Next thing on my list is a steamer. Like I said, I do wet block, but I do know some things that would kill for a good steaming. I've tried to just like leave it in the bathroom, um, very, very close to the shower to get some steam on stuff. That takes forever and it usually doesn't work out the way that I want it to. So a steamer for sure would be a good investment. And if not a good investment, a great gift. The next thing on my list is an iPad stand pillow. It's like a pillow. It holds your it can hold your phone, your iPad, your Kindle, or whatever, and it has like a bowl or two in the middle. It's usually like a poof. I would love one of those for when I'm in the bed. I'm always just leaning my iPad up against whatever, and like I want to get back to my reading, but I never want to stop doing this. So I do want to be able to have my iPad close and in view and things like that. So I would love, love, love one of those. You could put snacks in the middle. You could put your remote in the middle. You could put, I don't know, sewing needles, whatever else you need in the middle. Elastic, whatever you need. Your little bigamabobbits that you need for your crafts can sit in the middle of the little bowl. So I would love one of those. That would be an awesome gift. My next gift that I think would be awesome would be a Audible membership or an Audible gift card. I do want to get into my reading again, as I said, and I think it would probably be easier if I could hear it. And I know that I could do Libby, but there are reasons why I cannot do Libby just yet. And I would like an Audible membership so that I can keep the audiobooks sometimes. So that is another good gift for myself. Another kind of gift card that I would love is a Premier Yarns gift card. I know that it is probably a daunting task to get yarn because I could just say yarn and tell you all the different types of yarn that I like, but I won't. And if someone was going to give me a gift card, they would probably give me a Michael's gift card, get me a Hobby Lobby gift card, but I have to say specifically Premier Yarns. I do want to get more yarns from them. And so I think that would be a good gift for me, if not the yarn itself, but a Premier Yarns gift card specifically, because then it would push me to actually make the purchase, because a lot of things is just like what's readily available. Even Yarnspirations, I think maybe just making more aware of the different places that I do buy yarn would help, but gift cards to the craft stores or the yarn store. The last thing on my list would be more craft bags. I have 3 that are designated actual craft bags. I only put yarn in them. I got a really nice one from Shein. It has not Shein, Temu. It has a lot of pockets. It was very inexpensive. And so I love it. It can fit my iPad in it if I don't overstuff it. But lots of compartments for bibbles and bobbles, and it'll hold a decent amount of yarn in it. And it's pretty durable. So craft bags would definitely be something that I'm open to anytime. And finally, the last thing would be a yarn bouquet. I know you would have to know what kind of yarn I love or would want for a yarn bouquet. I just think they're really pretty, and if someone did take their time to make me a yarn bouquet, that would just be like the cutest thing ever. But a yarn bouquet. And I don't mean making me things out of yarn, making me crochet yarn. I don't mean that. I mean yarn skeins on sticks a yarn bouquet. And I feel like that's very findable information. So I think that would be a really super duper cute idea. If anybody ever wanted to give me that, I would just love, love, love that forever. So those are all of the things that are not necessarily necessary, but I would love as a crocheter as Christmas gifts. If you have any things on your crochet wish list, put them down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next day of Vlogmas. I should be vlogging all month. Love you, bye.